Hi everyone, I'm Swapna. In previous video, we have seen SOCL, social, syntax, query execution. In this video, we will see Lightning Aura program, syntax program execution. If you have not subscribed my YouTube channel, please subscribe, like and comment. We have our complete demo video posted in demo playlist. Please watch and give your feedback. So let's move on to our topic. Our Salesforce courses are Salesforce Consulting Administration 45 sessions, Salesforce Development 45 sessions, Salesforce Lightning 45 sessions, Salesforce Integration 30 sessions. In Salesforce Lightning, we include Salesforce Aura component, that is where we will explain the application as well as the events. Lightning Web component also covers the application and events. And this course is 45 sessions. So let's move on to our Lightning Aura introduction. So Aura, so what is the Aura? Aura is a component-based framework. It is a framework. And Aura component are self-contained. Self-contained is nothing but pre-built. So whenever the developers start writing the program, or Aura has pre-built component within it. And Aura components can be used in multiple places. That means it is a reusable. It is a reusable. And developers use the Lightning component to build user interface. Aura framework is, we can use it for the desktop application and mobile application. And Aura framework contains the Lightning component bundle. And every Aura program starts with Lightning component bundle. So what is the Lightning component bundle? Lightning component bundle is set of necessary resources related to the component. So what are the resources here? So Lightning component has, there are 8 resources. So Lightning component bundle is combination of 8 resources. Whenever the developer creates a new Lightning component, by default, Salesforce creates the bundle. So Aura framework is on top. Within that, we have a bundle. So bundle is nothing but there are 8 resources within the bundle. What are those? Component, controller, helper, style, documentation, renderer, design, SVG. So let's see what are those. What are the resources used? Lightning component bundle resources used. So each resource is used to perform different activity. Every individual resource has their own activity. Component is used to build UI. Controller, second one is controller. Controller is client-side logic. It is used to write the client-side logic. And the third one is helper. Third resource is helper. Helper is, it is used to write the server-side logic. And the fourth one is style. Style is used for look and feel using the CSS. And the fifth one is documentation, to implement the documentation. Sixth one is renderer. This is a reload. It is used to reload the component. Seventh one, design. Design time behavior. SVG. SVG is nothing but scalable vector graphics. So it is used to implement a graphics using the XML. Now, component is mandatory to write it. For any Lightning program, component is mandatory because we have to implement a UI. Now, from 2nd to till 8th, based on your requirement, you will be using the resources. Based on the client requirement, developer will be using these resources, whether it is needed or not, from 2nd to 8th. From 2nd point to 8th point based on the requirement. So Each resource has their own activity, but what are the extension that has? Whenever we click on that resource, what is the extension that will be created? So component is one of the first resource. Whenever we create a component, whenever we click on a component extension is component name dot cmp. Extension is dot cmp. Now here, for example, hello world. Hello world is the component name and dot cmp. Always extension for the component is dot cmp. And the second resource is controller. Controller has component name and then it has a controller. Continuously it has controller. So component name plus controller dot js. So the extension is dot js, but before that it will add the controller word to the component name. So for example, if my component is hello world, so my controller will be hello world controller and the extension is dot js. Third one is helper. Helper extension is dot js and the component name is, it will have a component name plus helper. So that means if my component is hello world, so it will add hello world helper dot js. And the next one, fourth one is a style. Style is extension is dot css for the style and it has component name dot css. So example, hello world dot css. CSS is the extension for style. Fifth one is documentation. Documentation is extension is Aura doc. Extension is Aura doc. And the example for it is hello world dot Aura doc. So Aura doc is the extension. Sixth one is renderer. Renderer has extension .js and it adds the renderer to the component name. So the extension, for example, if my component name is hello world, then it will add a renderer to the hello world and then here it is a JS, extension is JS. And the seventh one is design. Design has extension dot design and it will add to the component dot design. So for example, if my component name is hello world dot design. So dot design is the extension for design. And the last one is SVG, scalable vector graphics. The extension is dot .svg and component name dot .svg. So for example, if my component name is hello world, it will just add the dot .csvg svg extension. Now these are the extensions for the each resources. Now let's go ahead and see what is the Lightning Aura component. Aura component is used to implement UI design. And in the Lightning Aura has their own tags called Aura tag. Lightning Aura has their own tags called Aura tag. Also, we can include the HTML tags within the Aura tag. But it starts with always Aura tag. Lightning always starts with Aura tag. And within the Aura tag, we can implement HTML tags as well. And component starts with Aura hyphen component, any Lightning component. So whenever the developer starts writing the Lightning Aura component, any component starts with Aura colon component and ends with, this is the ending slash Aura colon component. And Lightning has its own Lightning design, Salesforce Lightning Design System, SLDS. So what is this? We will see more in our live sessions. For now, understand that Lightning has its own Lightning design system called SLDS. So basically, if you wanted to know quick on this, it is a kind of a look and feel will be implemented using the SLDS. But more detail onto the SLDS we will see in our live sessions. Now component saved, component it is as I explained, the extension is .cmp. The component is always saved with .cmp. Now component can call another lightning component. So for example, I have a lightning component A and there is another lightning component B. Now from the component resource, we can call another component within this component. So lightning B component can be called in lightning A, or lightning A can be called in lightning B. So it's kind of this is a child component, this is the parent component. So child component can be called from parent component. And also it can call the controller. So component resource can call controller, which is the extension is .js within the same component, or another component JS also it can call. Okay, so how we will see in our lightning in our live sessions. Now let's move on. Requirement. Now we are clear on what is the lightning aura and what lightning component bundle contains. 8 resources, right? What are the 8 resources? What are their each resource and their activities we have seen, and each resource extension we have seen. Now let's see the requirement, small requirement which we have received it from the client. Write a lightning aura component to print phrase of sentence and display save button. Write a lightning aura component to print phrase of a sentence. Let's assume that it is a hello world. Let's take it as a hello world and display the save button, and they wanted to display a save button. So this is the requirement. So this is the hello world, that is the phrase of sentence and save button. Now let's see how to implement this requirement. So first of all, in order to write a program for given requirement, we need to understand basic tags. We need to understand basic tags of lightning tags. You need to understand lightning tags. If you are not aware of the HTML tags, we have to learn the HTML tags. But for in this video, we are going to focus on lightning tags. And also, in order to implement a program in our lightning aura, we need to understand following lightning tags. One is aura component lightning tag and lightning colon card tag, and the third one is lightning colon button tag. Aura component, lightning card, button. So these 3 tags we need to understand. Let's see each one of them. Let's understand first each tag clearly. So let's go on to the aura component. Aura component, like every lightning component, starts with aura component. It has to start with aura component. Without aura component, we cannot implement a lightning component, and ends with, this is a slash is nothing but ends with aura component. So without using the aura component, we cannot write the lightning component. Developer cannot write the lightning component. And aura, what is the aura here? Aura is nothing but a namespace. Aura is nothing but A namespace. What is the namespace here? Namespace is basically, it is used to group related components together. Group related components together. We will understand more clearly in our live sessions what is the namespace. But for now, let's understand it is a group related to the components together. And component here, Aura is a namespace and component is part of Aura namespace. And Aura component, within this Aura component, we can include other components or HTML components. We can include other components as well as HTML components. And Aura component has implements attribute. It has many attributes. Aura component tag has, this is a tag. So this tag has many attributes. One of the attribute right now we are going to see is implements. Implements attribute. Implements is nothing but it is basically list of interfaces. If you want to include an interface for the component. So let's take an example. I have a opportunity record page or contact record page. Let's take an opportunity page. Okay, on the opportunity page, I wanted to add my lightning component here. So in order to add lightning component on the record page, we need a interface. We need interface. Developer has to include a interface in the lightning. While implementing the lightning component, developer has to implement an interface. So if we implement an interface, we can place that lightning component onto the record page, onto the opportunity page, opportunity record page in Salesforce. So how we are going to include that interface? Using the implements keyword, using the implements keyword. So implements is an attribute. Using that implements keyword, we can include interfaces based on the requirement on the lightning. So here the example is flexi page colon available for record page. What it means available for record page is this interface allows the component to place on the record page, on the Salesforce record page. So I have a Salesforce page. On the Salesforce page, if I wanted to drag my lightning component here, I need to have some interface involved within the lightning component. So for this, we have a interface called available for record home page, home. So if I include, if I say here on the lightning implements equal to flexi page colon available for record page. If I say this, then this lightning component is available to drag it onto the Salesforce record page application. So where I'll include these implements on the Aura component. So Aura component has many other attributes. Right now we are seeing only implements attribute. So we will see all the different attributes in our live sessions. And next tag is lightning card. Lightning card is developer use the lightning tag to apply pre-built style container. So pre-built style container. So usually card is nothing but it shows like this. So if we use lightning card, it has some pre-built styling within this card. So as soon as you use this card, you will see the difference between the normal card style and lightning card. And lightning card has title, icon, attributes. There are other attributes also, but for this requirement, we need title and icon name. So all other attributes we will see in our live sessions. But for this requirement, the requirement, what is the requirement here? Requirement is to write a lightning aura component to display the phrase of sentence and display the save button. Right? So for that, I need to use the title and icon. These two attributes are required here. What is the title here? Title is nothing but a display the text. It includes the text to display on the header. So this is the card, right? So in this card, I need to display the header. So to display the header, we need a title attribute. So title attribute is to include a text to display on the header. Icon name is nothing but, so if you observe in Salesforce, every object has the icon here. So let me open the Salesforce. So for example, I have into the here. Okay. So country has their icon and opportunity has a different icon. It's taking time. Okay, opportunity has a different icon and also account has a different icon. So in Salesforce, if you are implementing anything, okay, if you are implementing a lightning card has to have a icon. It's up to us. If you have a icon name, it will, we can mention that. But how can I get the icon name? What is the icon name here? Icon name is a lightning design system name of the icon. But where should I need to get these all icons? This is the URL. Okay, we'll paste it in the chat. So this is the URL. So if I click on this URL, so in the page looks like this. So let me open that. I just clicked on it. Okay, this is the icons. We have a different type of icons: utility icon, standard custom icon, action icon, doc type icon. So utility icons are, these are the icons. And let's go to the standard icon. Standard icon is nothing but Salesforce standard icons. So these all are icons, and this is the standard icons: account, right, and opportunity, case. So these all are Salesforce standard icons. And if you want to implement any custom icon, we also have a custom icons here. These are the custom icons. So we can use the custom icon. For example, if I wanted to use the custom icon 14, custom 14. So how can I use it? So it has a utility standard custom icon. If I have to use the custom 14, mention the icon name and the namespace is custom colon custom 14. So I wanted to use the custom 14 icon. So this is the icon I wanted to use it. So where is this icon? This icon is in the custom. So that's the reason custom colon custom 14. Now let's move on to the last tag, lightning button. Lightning button component represents the button element that executes an action controller. So basically to implement a button on the lightning aura component. So this is the button, for example, save button or submit button. So whenever the developer wants to implement any button in the lightning aura component, we use lightning colon button. And this button has a two, we are using three attributes. There are other attributes we will see in our live sessions, but right now it is required: variant, label, and title. What is the variant here? Variant is nothing but how our button should display. Variant has a different options, like it means should my is my button should be displayed just like a text, or is my button should display kind of a some box, white box and the name, or it should display the button same as this how the Salesforce has it. So brand is nothing but Salesforce button, exactly similar to the Salesforce button. If developer wants to implement a lightning button, which is similar to the Salesforce button, then we have to use variant equal to brand. So brand is nothing but it will take Salesforce standard button styling and look, everything it will take it like that. So if you take a base, it will be simple like a text, it will be displayed. Now coming to the label, label is nothing but what is the text needs to be displayed on the button. So like label equal to save. So if I say save on the button, it will display it as a save. If I say label equal to submit on the button, it displays as a submit. And next title. Title is nothing but if I hover on the button, the tool tip is displayed, right? The tool tip of the text. So that is title. Now we are clear on three tags. Lightning Aura component, lightning card, lightning button. So how the structure is? On first it will be Aura components. Whenever developer creates a lightning component, by default Aura component tag is displayed. So this is on top. Then within the Aura component, we have a lightning card. Within the Aura component, there is a lightning card. Within the lightning card, we are displaying the text and implementing the lightning button. So this is how the structure. So if you see more in details on the tag, the main tags are, there are 4 tags we are using here. 3 tags we are using and one is for to display the text. So first one is Aura component, second one is lightning card, and the third one is lightning button. These 3 tags. And between the lightning card and lightning button, we are displaying the text hello world. Okay, so we are clear how to use, what are the tags that we have to use it in order to implement our requirement, right? So now let's go ahead and see how to write. So first of all, let's understand, whenever we want to implement or whenever the developer wants to implement a Lightning Aura program can be written in using Developer Console or Visual Studio. So right now we will use it Developer Console. What is the Developer Console here? Developer Console is nothing but integrated development environment with collection of tools. Those can be used to create, debug, test the application. Okay, so how can we, what are the navigation steps to open the Developer Console? So log into the Salesforce Lightning application, click on a setup and click on a Developer Console. So first step is log into the Salesforce Lightning application. Second, click on a setup and then click on a Developer Console. Once the Developer Console is open, then what are the steps? Let's see, navigation steps to write the Lightning Aura program. So once the Developer Console is open, the first step is click on a file and then click on a new, and after that you will see the third one is Lightning component. So once you click on the Lightning component, there is a pop-up box which will be displayed to enter the Lightning bundle name. So enter here your component name, and you can also add the description if you want detailed information about the component, and then click on a submit button. And what are these component configuration? What are this Lightning tab page, record page? Everything we will see in our live sessions. So this component configuration box we will see in live session. For now, understand the name is Lightning bundle name and enter the description of the bundle. What are the Lightning component that we are going to implement? Now we know how to enter into the Developer Console and how to start writing the Lightning component program. Now this is the program. So let's go to our Salesforce. So open. Salesforce Lightning application, and then click on a setup. And third step is developer console. Once the developer console is open, file, close all. So click on file, click on new, and then click on a component. Now here name. This is, we are writing demo hello world. Okay. So click on a submit. As soon as the click on a submit button, it created the bundle here. First thing is it created the bundle. See here, this is lightning component bundle. This is lightning component bundle. It has a 8 resources: component, controller, helper, style, documentation, renderer, design, SVG. 8 resources it has. So Salesforce is creating this bundle. And as soon as we click on submit button, by default, it opened the component resource and Aura component is displaying here. So Aura component, open Aura component and end Aura component. So in order to implement any Lightning Aura component program, this has to be there. Without this Aura component, we cannot implement the Lightning Aura component. Now, the first thing is that now I wanted to place this component in the Salesforce. So for example, let me go to the Salesforce. Let's go to the opportunity and let's click on this opportunity. When I click on this opportunity, perfect. Okay, so here I wanted to place it. Whatever the lightning component that I'm implementing, I wanted to place on the opportunity, the record page. This is a record page. For the record page, so I need to include the interface here. So in order to include the interface, I have to use implements equal to within the double quotes, flexi page colon available for record home. Save. Now what happened? Our first step is done. Our first step is done. So let's see. Just a second. Okay. So our first step is done, which is Aura component. On top, it is done. Now the second one is lightning card. I need to include the lightning card. So in order to include the lightning card, okay, so lightning card has to be included. Why we use the lightning card? It's just a card display, right? So I'll use lightning colon card and end of the lightning card. Now lightning card has 2 attributes. We are using 2 attributes. One attribute is title. Title is what is the header that needs to be displayed. Let's say I'll say that Aura hello world. And the second attribute we are using is icon name. So icon name, I can get it from Lightning Design System as we discussed. So I'm going to use the custom colon custom 14. Custom colon custom 14. So what is the custom 14 here? Custom 14 is this one, handshake. Okay, that is the icon I'm going to use. Now the lightning card is done. Lightning card is done. Now the second step is done. Now the third step is display the text. So text is hello world. And the fourth step is button. So in order to include the button, we have to use lightning colon button tag. Okay. So we are using 3 attributes. First one is variant. Variant is the way the button is displayed. So brand is nothing but it will display the same as the Salesforce standard button. So I'll use the brand. And then label, I wanted to display the text on the button is save. And then we have another attribute which is called as a title. Title is nothing but tooltip. If I hover my mouse on the button, it should display. So I'll say that brand action. Now let's say. Perfect. So all 4 steps is completed. All the 4 steps are completed. Let's go to the presentation. Okay. So Aura component, lightning card, display text, lightning button. All 4 steps are completed. Now the next thing is that we wanted to place here, right? So wherever we wanted to place the lightning component, click on this setup and click on this edit page. Edit page is basically we are editing the page because I wanted to include the lightning component that we have implemented right now. So let's search here. Our component starts with demo. Okay, demo hello world. This is the component which we have implemented right now. Now you can see here, right? You can see. But if I remove implements, if I remove this implements, let's see that. Click on cut. Let's save. Now refresh. Okay, if I search demo, are we able to see here? We are not able to see because interface is not there. We have removed the interface. If I save back, if I implement a interface, then if I let's go ahead and refresh. Now let's click on demo. Now we have added the interface, so I can see my component here. So just place it. Let's drag and place it here. So this is the card. Within the card, I have a header. So let's save this first. So we are just editing the page and I'm adding my component, lightning component on the page. So let's go back. Fine. So my component is displaying. This is icon. We are using the custom colon custom 14. So this is my icon name on the lightning card. And this is the header. Header is mentioned on the lightning card. And this is the display text. We entered the text. And this is lightning button. The button, lightning colon button. And if I hover on the button, what will happen? Brand action is displayed, right? So this is what we have implemented so far. Now, in case if you want a space between the hello world and save button, what you can do is there is a HTML tag which is there. HTML tag we have break. Break is nothing but line break. So you can use that. So let's refresh. So it will be displayed here. We have a different tags. We can use the different tags. In our live sessions, we will see in detail, like placing this everything in the center and this button showing in the right side, everything we will see in our live session. For now, this is how we write the program. Now, for example, so let's go on. So this is the output we have seen and the inspect. Inspect is nothing but if I click on right click on the component and click on inspect, there is an option called inspect. So what will happen if I click on inspect? Inspect will show what are the components, what are the components that we have implemented. Right click, inspect. Let's a little bit scroll down. Okay. Now, if I see here from the div, I expand this and expand this. See, we had returned everything in the lightning tag. We have used the lightning tag to implement the UI, user interface. But here what we are seeing the HTML tags. That means when the developer implements the Lightning Aura program in the backend, Salesforce converts the Lightning tags to the HTML tags. So that's how you see, though we have written Lightning colon button, Aura component, Lightning colon card, everything we will see in a different tags here. We will not see same tags. It will be converted in the HTML tags. So Salesforce is half of the things Salesforce is automatically taking care of it. So no need to fear about the coding. So we will teach you everything from the basic and including the debugging and how the backend structure is there with the Salesforce. When we implement the Lightning Aura component, what happens at the backend? So we have written just 9 lines of code. It's actually 7 lines of code. Okay, 7 lines of code. Salesforce took that code and it converted into the HTML tags. So Salesforce is doing a lot at the back end. So do not worry about code. So no need to fear about the code. We will teach you from the basic. We will make you to understand each and every tag in the Lightning Aura component. So thank you. Next video, implementing a Lightning Web Component program. Thank you.